Okay, and welcome back to this third video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add pictures, a video, hyperlinks, and even a calendar to your web page. While you were gone and I was making this video, you'll see I also added another page to my website that I call Homework. So the first thing we're going to do is learn how to add photos or pictures. Usually you need to have your picture in mind, and you should have it downloaded on your computer in a folder. When you add pictures to a website, it's different than adding pictures to PowerPoint or to Microsoft Word, because you can just copy and paste those pictures. But when you're working with a website, you have to upload the picture, and it remains on the file system of the website. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the edit button here, so I can get into my page edit mode. And I'm going to type something on my page. I'm going to say, welcome to our class website. And then I'm going to highlight it and go over here and make it larger. I'm going to leave the font. We don't have many fonts to choose from on this program. I'm going to come here and change the color. I'll make it blue. Welcome to our class website. And I want to put a little something underneath that, a photo or an illustration. So to do that, I'm going to go back up here to Insert on the left-hand side. Insert Image. That was Insert Image. Now, I have an image here that I already loaded before when I was practicing it, but I'm going to upload it again to show you how I got it. I'm going to come in here to Upload Images. I'm going to go to my desktop. I'm going to go to my Google Sites video tutorials. I'm going to find the image and I'm going to open it. And now I have it 2 times. I'm going to upload one more just to show you how it looks when I do this. So let's say I want to get another video, another image up here. Upload images. Go to my desktop. Here at my Google Bootcamp. I know I have pictures in here. There we go. There's the Lego background. I'm not going to use that now, but I'm going to show you. I'll pick that, hit open, and give it a second, and now it's going to upload it. So any photos that I want to use, I'm going to have to go in and do upload images and then put them into this image file that's attached to the website. So now that I've got my pictures up there, I'm going to pick this one here and hit OK. There we go. So once I have this picture here, you can see it's huge. And this editing bar is always going to pop up. So the original size is huge. It actually went down. We can go to 100%, that's smaller, large, medium, or small. I think large was perfect. And then I cannot drag it into place. I have 3 choices, left, middle, or right. So I'm going to go hit the center. And I think and if I wanted to remove this picture, I could always click this X right here. That would remove it. And this would actually, this has the wrapping text off, and this has the wrap text on. Since I'm not enclosing it or putting it on a page with text, I'm going to leave it alone. So I click to the right of it, and there's my cursor. I'm going to go to the top here and just make a little room like that. And we're good to go. So when I'm done here, I'm going to hit save. And that's how I was able to put in a picture. So now I'm going to show you how you can put in a video on your website. And typically we use YouTube videos. YouTube is actually owned by Google, and they're all very compatible. I'm going to go to my homework page. This is the page that I made when in between the last video and this video. So I'm on my homework page, and I'm going to hit the edit page button over here, the pencil. And you should know that I already have my homework, I already have my video ready to go up here, okay? I'm going to use this video right here, tips for studying and doing your homework. That's all ready to go. So I'm going to easily be able to find the video that I want. So I'm going to do Insert, and I'm going to go to YouTube. Insert YouTube, okay? Before I do that, though, let me get to my homework tips. Click on here.
Hey guys, here are a few tips that will help with enhance.
I'm going to turn it off. I need this URL. I need to have the exact URL address for the video. And I'm going to use my Control-C on my computer in order to capture that address. Okay? So now I'm going to go back to this page here, going back to my homework page. I'm going to put insert, lower right hand corner, YouTube. And then I'm going to do Control V, which is paste. I always leave this around down here. If you wanted to, you can make the video larger. You can include a border if you want, and you can include the title. I'm going to take that off, but I'll leave the border. And if I wanted to put my own title there, tips for studying and doing homework. Let's try this here. I'll put it in. Tips for studying and doing. I'm going to hit save. Now, as you can see, we are still in the edit mode, so you cannot see the video. All you can see is the box. You get an editing bar or a toolbar like you did with the pictures, and I can now have it aligned to the left. I can align it to the center or to the right, and then I have the wrapping options. I also have the option to remove it if I don't want to keep it, but I'm going to keep it here. So I'm going to put my cursor there, and then I'm going to go up here and hit save. And there you go. Tips for studying and doing your homework. Even though it's right there, because I put it in that little line there and typed it in, the video is right there. And now I can just press this button and listen to it.
Hey guys, here are a few tips that will hopefully enhance your study or homework time at home. One thing I didn't mention is...
And I'm going to turn it off. Okay? So that was really easy, putting that video in. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put some links on our web page. And I'm going to actually put the links on my class websites page. So now that I've moved to my class websites page, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do edit page, and I'm going to type in homework help websites. Homework help websites. Going to make it a little larger. I'm going to bold it. I think I'm going to keep it in black. So the first site that I'm going to work with is called Free Math Help. I kept the link up here. It's called Free Math Help. So I want to highlight that address and copy it with my Control-C on my keyboard. I'm going to go back to my site here, and I'll call it Free Homework Help. I don't like that it's bold, so I'm going to unbold this. There we go. Now I'm going to highlight those words. I'm going to go onto the toolbar here, right here, where you see a link. And here's where you have to really pay attention. This, where I'm going to put the actual URL address of the web page I want to link to, this is not where it's going to go. By default, it says Sites page, which means if you wanted to link to another page on your website, we want to link to the web address. So make sure that you click the web address down here. I do Control-V, and then I hit OK. This allows me, again, it's going to tell you where it's going to link to, and I can either change it or remove it. I click away from it, and there we go. There's our first link. And we call that embedding a link, because the link is embedded in the name of the website versus just me showing a URL with all the HTTP, etc. I'm going to go down a line, and the next one I'm going to use is going to be called the National Library of Virtual Manipulatives. I want to make that a little bit larger. I'm going to make it 12 point. Okay. So once again, I left the link up here. I left the tab up here. That's the website. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to copy it, Control-C. I think if you're using a Mac, you can use Command-C. I'm not quite sure which one you use for a Mac, but on a PC, it's Control-C. Go back to my website. Now, I'm going to highlight the name of the site, click on the toolbar on the link, come down to web address, and then Control-V, and hit OK. Click away from the toolbar, and I'm good to go. So let's save this up here. Let's save this. Okay, so now I have my page here, and I'm going to try these links to see if they work. Free homework help. There you go, great job. I'll use my back button up here to get back to my web page. And I may have to refresh this. There's a refresh button right here. Sometimes you have to refresh it. Okay, and then I'm going to do National Library of Virtual Manipulatives. And there's that site right there. And I can go back. So that worked really well. Okay? Now the last thing I'm going to show you how to insert is I'm going to show you how to insert a calendar. Now I'm going to put in the Google Calendar because that's the easiest one to put in. With your Google account, you get a Google Calendar. Mine is probably empty because I don't use it, but I'm going to show you how it works. I'm going to go to the link here, Homework Calendar, and I'm going to turn the Edit Page button on, and I am going to do Insert, and over here it says Calendar. And I only have one calendar here because that's the only one that's aligned to my Kane email. Hit Select. Include title. Let's call this class calendar. Okay? And I'm going to hit save. And there you go. And I just put that on my web page. Again, I can make it centered. I think I'll make it centered. I don't think these are properties. Okay, I can go back and pick out the height and the width. I'm going to save it. And I'm going to hit, that's going to be to remove it. I'm going to hit save. There you go. There's my homework calendar. Okay? So if I wanted this to be a part of my website, I can use this. If I want to make this smaller, let's go back here into the edit button. Let's go here into the properties, and the height is 600. Let's make it 300. I'll make it 400. How's that instead? Let's see what it does. View the month. Okay, let's do save. That's a little better. Let's see what it looks like now that we have it up there. It's still huge. Oh, okay. It actually changed the height of the little calendar cells versus the width. I'm not sure what the width is, but in either case, that's how you put that in there. Okay? So if you were doing a calendar to let your students know when certain assignments and events were going to take place, you could do that. And now I'm going to go back home. So there are a lot of different things you can do. I'm going to show you in terms of adding things. Let's go to our teacher bio, contact me. I'm just using that page because it's empty right now. And I'm going to click on the edit page from the toolbar. And I'm going to do insert. And if you come over here, they have, let's see if I can find it, chart, Google, YouTube, gadgets, more gadgets. They have a whole bunch of things there, more gadgets. So we're going to hit the gadget button. And you can do two things. You can do featured gadgets and you can do public gadgets. So you have your calendar, follow Twitter, Google Group, YouTube, news. You can put some kind of a news feed in there if you wanted to. PayPal storefront, or an awesome table, okay, Twitter link, or you can go public. And you've got lots of cool different gadgets here that have been made by people outside of Google. The weather, MP3 player, fish. Add a touch of nature to your page with these hungry little fish. Let's try it. Okay. The gadget you add is not valid. Okay. So that doesn't work. Cancel. Try another one. Insert. Gadget. Public. Hangman. Cool. Simple time. Hangman. You can even search to see what kind of a thing you want on here. Let's look under science. What do they have for science? Billy's real age. Calculate your age to 3 decimal places. That'd be interesting for math. Florida breaking news, U.S. technology news, Ottawa news. Some of it's kind of boring, but in either case, let's see what we have up here. Billy's real age. We'll try that. Okay. So it says a simple gadget for you to calculate your age. We'll hit select. Okay. Add a gadget to your page. Your name is required. Kim, year of birth. I'm not really going to put that there. Let's just say I was born in 1990. Day of birth, 2nd. Put September. Do I want it to be 100%? No, I want it to be 25%. See how it looks. Student's real age. That looks weird. In either case, I'd have to go back and play with that. And it only says I'm 25, so that's great. But you can go in there and look for different gadgets. You can have a clock. You can do a front page that has the weather every day. You can do anything you want by working with that insert button. Hope you enjoyed this piece, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.